Good afternoon. Hey, this is James, the Rambling Dasher, and we are back for another dash today. And so yeah, just turned it on at the house, not even out the door, and start getting ding, 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 ding. So, and I am in the middle of trying to get my AR back from 75 to 85. So we're accepting all orders. So this is the third, maybe fourth dash in doing that, and still don't have my AR up to 85. I think it went up on the first 3 days. It went from 75 to 80. So we might be at 80 or 81. I can't remember. I'll look at it in a second. But anyway, just wanted to throw that out there. We are on this AR challenge of accepting all orders. So the first two orders, well, first one was $2.50, and it was a cash order for like 1.6 miles, and the second one was adding like $3 and something for 6 freaking miles. So I accepted them both because we want our AR to go up, and we're accepting all our orders until we get to 85. So, and then we'll be picky again. But anyway, thank you if you joined in this far. And as usual, we do a little ride along, talk about just normal things associated with door dashing, accepting, declining orders. We might badmouth bad drivers, including myself. So doing that, it looks like we're good on gas today. I got out here a little late today. I had some unexpected phone calls just go long, so I got those taken care of, and we walked out the door. So it's kind of where we're at. Also, I went to the dentist today, and they were doing some drilling in there, you know, stuff shooting out everywhere, and I'm just like, good night. They did down in here like I don't know how many injections they did, to tell you the truth, but they were like, they did some injections, and I'm pretty sure they did it in more than one place. And then they waited about 10 minutes, and they said, how's it feel? And I was like, I don't know. So then they were like, well, we're gonna do some more. So they came back and pumped me up with some more stuff, and I'm like, good night. So I would say everything's starting to come back in the last hour or two. So yeah, that was at noonish. I don't know what time it was. Maybe, I don't know what time it was. I think it was a 10, was it 10? It was 11:30 when they started poking me, and then I was there for like 40-50 more minutes after that. So yeah, good times. All right, so I am here at the first pickup. I think it better be Papa John's. So we have two orders. I think they're both from Papa John's. I don't know. We're fixing to find out. So anyway, thanks for coming today. Be sure you hit the like and subscribe button. If you have an opportunity to watch it all the way through, that would be freaking awesome. And even if it's on your desktop, just let it play. If you set your phone off to the side and you're not using it, let it play. The longer people watch, the better it works on the algorithm, so that would be great if we could work on that. So much appreciated. So I will catch you back in just a second after I have everything loaded up. Hey guys, so I got 2 pizzas loaded up, and I don't know whatever else we got in there, but now the app is acting all crazy on me, and I don't know where the heck to go. I can't get, so something is acting weird with this app, and it's been doing this for a few weeks, that if you get into the GPS, get out of the GPS, and go back to the GPS, then you can't get out of the GPS. So I had a good idea of where this thing is going, but I'm not 100% certain, so I'm trying to relaunch the app. This is going to be not worth my time here, but we'll see. Directions! Okay, I'm right around the corner from it. Alright, I'm going to go deliver this food, and we will be right back. Alright guys, we got the first one delivered. That was a cash order. Paid me $2.50. It was a $18.34 cash, and they paid me $23. So I got like $4, $4 and some change off of that. This is not good. Whole line of cars from two directions. Come on, people. Alright, that was a calamity. So, if you're a repeat offender, you notice I did not make it to get a haircut this weekend. So, we'll just keep on trucking. So I've been trying to debate on what we can do to maybe liven up the channel a little bit other than just these ride-alongs. I'll probably still continue to do the ride-alongs, but I'm thinking about, because when I do the ride-alongs, I also have bits of information that I spit out or review or do things that I think are probably important and possibly ways to get more viewers, but I don't know that for sure. So and then how can I get like this 2-hour video down to something that someone might be willing to watch, or more people might be willing to watch, our little snippets out of that 2-hour video. So then it takes me 2 hours plus 4 hours plus 8 hours to go back through that 2-hour video to get snippets out of that video, and so they just kind of turn into garbage. And so it takes way too long and that kind of stuff. So what I think I might do is maybe just during some downtime at home or something, go through certain areas of conversations, take some notes, leave some messages for myself as reminders to go record some other videos that are basically not ride-along videos, just DoorDash based videos, and that can be more pointed videos that are just to the point, and they're not just me rambling at that point. So anyway, if you have thoughts about that, leave it in the comments. I don't know. Obviously, those might make it out before this thing airs. I don't know. I'm still going to do the rambling dasher ride-along videos. That's been the core, but the reality is that they're not getting very much play. So I'm looking at doing something different, because the reality is that old saying that says if you do the same thing but expect different results, then you're crazy or something. I don't know what the saying is. So we're gonna try something a little bit different, and I'll do a little research. It could be that we just do some on-air review of either aspects associated with DoorDash, that we do some reading of comments associated with DoorDash groups on Facebook, and just making comments about those things. It may be that we do live videos of that just to see what happens, or we do recordings of those and see what happens. So I'm just gonna be playing around with this whole concept. What I don't want to do is I don't want to get burnt out and frustrated with only getting X number of views and not seeing any growth. And I've been doing this for like 3 or 4 months and not really seeing real growth. I'll get 1 or 2 people, I'm up to 60 something videos released, and a bunch of shorts that I haven't done shorts in a while, but I have 40 subscribers. So I appreciate all the people that have subscribed. I appreciate everyone that's been watching, but I guess I want to be more results oriented and try new things to get more and more people involved, just to see where we can go and if we can turn this thing into anything that could get monetized in the future. I don't have to have it monetized right away. I'm not expecting to do viral videos and all that garbage, but I would like to see a little bit better progress being made, and gonna try some trial and error and just doing different things to see what might hit. So if you have any suggestions, leave them down in the comments. I would greatly appreciate it. So yeah, and a lot of it just has to do with time. The reality, I'm doing the Rambling Dasher part for fun, and to possibly turn it into something, but also I'm using it as a way to gain experience with door dashing and speaking on camera and whatever else I want to do with it, because at some point later on in my life, when if I get to do what my goal is sell everything and live as a nomad, to where I don't own a home and I travel the world and live for less money than I can living here, then that's what I'll do. But I also don't know that I can do that without having something to do, like maybe make YouTube videos, because those things somewhat is enchanting to me. There's something to be desired, to challenge myself to see if I can do something and get a following doing travel, retirement type videos. And I follow several people that do that stuff, so I thoroughly enjoy their videos, and I'd like to make a channel similar to theirs and basically copycat theirs, and I follow several of them that do that, so it's very interesting concept to me. The thing about YouTube is that no one, well, I'm not saying no one, but most of the people on here get ideas from other YouTubers and then they run with it as well. So it's hard to come up with new things. But anyway, it's just something that I want to try to do and play around with, and just, obviously I want it to be something that I enjoy and something that I can fail at and try different things and just have fun. So anyway, and that's what the Rambling Dasher is. So we're gonna have fun, but I do have goals for it and want to get it to a certain point to see, you know, what we can do with it. So anyway, enough about that. I am right here close to this next one. I'm going to catch up with you on the other side to see what our tally is, and we'll go from there. See you in a second.
Is the keyword.
All right, guys. So yeah, that was a little frustrating there. We got $3.25 for a long delivery with no tip. So the woman was really nice, but no tip. So the first one got a $4 cash tip and a $2.50. So we're up to $5.75 plus about a $4 cash tip. So that's almost $10. Almost $10. Now we're gonna slide on back down here, and I should hit the pause button. I think I will. I think I'm just gonna try to go find the pause button because I don't want to get orders down here. Add time, dash preferences. Why do they hide the pause button? Back to the home screen. This is such a dumb system. Return. Okay, so return to dash, and then settings. There. They hid it. They hid it in plain sight. So I'm gonna get back into the Bryant area and try to get orders up that way. Now granted, they'll probably carry me down this way all night, but fingers crossed we can turn this thing into a little bit more positive. That's $10 in the first 45 minutes or so, plus the 10 minutes it's going to take me to get back into my area that I want to dash in. So, and traffic will probably be bad, so we'll get down there and see what we can find. I'm going to hit the pause button, and we'll catch y'all when we start dashing again. Alright guys, we just pulled off here in Bryant and got a $8.50 order to Chick-fil-A, which is really a decent order for Chick-fil-A. I haven't had a $8 plus order at Chick-fil-A in a long time, so we'll head over there and pick that up, and we'll catch up with you on the other side of that. Alright guys, we are loaded up. I think they had got like a whole family meal there or something. But yeah, we got 4 big drinks and a big bag of food. So also, I might be starving. I don't know that I'm starving. So today I didn't eat any breakfast, and then I went to the dentist and I didn't eat any lunch, and I been thinking about doing this 24-hour fast, just because I saw something the other day that made me think, you know what? And I've done things, not like a 24-hour fast, but I've done things like intermittent fasting in the past. So I just thought, you know what? Maybe we'll try this. But probably not the best idea, just because I think my body might not like it. Because not only do you get addicted to caffeine, you also get addicted to sugars, and sugars are in so many things that we eat. And so I feel like I've had caffeine today. I have, like, I did, like, drink some caffeinated beverage drink that I get from Amazon. That's tea, and it's a blackberry flavored powder mix that you mix up, and it's supposed to have other stuff in it. I don't know, but it's not loaded up with calories and sugars and all. So I did that. I had a couple of glasses of that today so far, but then I've developed this little headache, and I just, that is definitely as a result of not eating the things that you're used to shoveling in your face. So there's that. So yeah, all the joys. So I'm just kind of fighting through it right now. I may have to break down and get some food later on, so at least I can say, I don't know what time I ate last night, but I haven't eaten since yesterday, and it was probably, I don't know, I have no idea when I ate last. I probably had some kind of handful of nuts along the way somewhere last night. I really don't recall. Maybe I didn't, because we had Taco Bell, and we had it relatively early, so maybe 7-ish. So if I haven't eaten since 7 last night and I go till 7 tonight, that's 24 hours there. So maybe I can just count that, call it a day. I was gonna try to go until tomorrow morning, but sheesh, I don't know if I can handle that. I think the problem with fasting, though, if you fast longer than like 16 hours, you feel like you're starving, and then when you get back, you just overeat. So the trick will be just eating a normal meal after you've fasted for 24 hours. So I might just hold out till about 8 o'clock and grab me something. I wasn't really wanting to spend any money though, so we'll see. Maybe I'll make it till 10 and just go home and fix me a quick little sandwich or another non-Mountain Dew drink. Another caffeinated beverage of some sort. But anyway, yeah, so I don't know. I mean, other than that, other than them drilling my tooth and filling a cavity somewhere today, I don't even know where they did it. I just know they were in there. And my mouth is not all numb right now. So, and then not eating in about 22, maybe 18 to 20 hours. No, it's probably not in 20 to 22 hours have I not eaten. So, and then I'm going out delivering food, which just makes me hungry. Alright, well, I'm about to this house here, so I'm gonna chop it off, and then we'll catch up with you on the other side and see what we got. Alright guys, so that one was $8.50. Oh, I just hit continue dashing. We're at 14:25, and it was like a little, like an hour and 5 minutes. So we need tip money is what we need here. I will come out and say that the difference between good days in DoorDash and exceptional days in DoorDash is the tip amount. So lately, I can tell you the last 3, maybe just 2 days. Yeah, 2 days. The tip amount has been dismal at best, where I'm getting lots of orders and where the base pay at the end of the day is even with or within a few dollars of the tip amount, or the base pay is more than the tip amount for the day, and it's somewhat frustrating. It's usually those days that you might have like 2 to 1, 3 to 1 difference in tip to base pay that are exceptional days. I may never get out of here. Oh. Alright, so we got that delivered. We are headed back to Bryant on Reynolds Road. I don't know if they still call it Reynolds Road out this far or not. I'm sure it turns into some highway, but I don't know where the changeover line is. So yeah, just trucking along. Our goal is to hit $100 every day we do this, for the most part. The goal has been more fluid lately on what days of the week I'm working, and some of it might have to do with my kid, where he's at and what he's doing, and what if I'm going to spend time with him. Like tonight, he's sitting at the house, at my house, which he's not normally at my house on Mondays, but I'm like, I can't miss tonight. And he's going to be there tomorrow night, and he's dog sitting tomorrow during the day, and then we'll go get some food afterwards, or probably not go get some food. I think we're going to try to cut back on the amount of food. I've already got groceries this month, and I need to fix groceries this month, not go out to eat all the time. And we went out to eat a lot this weekend, so speaking of this weekend, I can tell you we watched a couple of movies over the weekend. We watched Happy Gilmore 2, and it was funny. It had a pretty good storyline, just like most of Adam Sandler's movies are about overcoming, whatever you have to overcome. Facing your fears, overcoming failures. Becoming a better person, that kind of stuff. And they're funny, maybe in a sophomoric kind of way, but funny nonetheless. Enjoyable, and definitely laugh out loud in certain scenes. So I recommend it. If you got younger kids, then they might ask, what is he doing with that thing between his legs and shaking it around? What does that mean? So yeah, there's a lot of that. With Happy Gilmore has seemed to have taught his sons how to do that, so it's pretty funny in that regard. What else? Oh, we watched something that was absolutely horrible. Absolutely horrible. Don't waste your time, even though it's you don't have to pay extra for it, but it's on a streaming service. It's on Prime, and they did a remake of War of the Worlds with Ice Cube. And that movie there, I enjoyed the concept. There's so many little things that the CGI was like, we're just going to roll with it because we have a very limited budget on CGI. So they did it, and I was like, that is garbage. I think a lot of it they tried to cover up with the saying, it's like, not, they didn't say it, but a lot of the movie is through the lenses of on the street cameras, like a camera here, a camera on the side of buildings or off people's cell phones, and getting attacked by aliens from outer space and knocking out satellites. And so you got very poor connections everywhere. So therefore the CGI was, I think they just had a poor CGI budget, and therefore they covered it up with having poor imagery via cell phones and other cameras that just made it look not as bad as what it really was, because they were going through lenses of cell phones and poor connections and all that fun stuff. So anyway, I think it could have been better. I don't know that the acting was that bad or anything like that, but it just the storyline was intriguing. But I think that maybe they just missed the boat a little bit on the build-up, because they just jump right into the aliens. And I almost think that they could have built that up a little bit more, or been a little bit more suspenseful. But I also just wonder if everybody knows what War of the Worlds is. I mean, it was famous when I was a kid as a radio thing, and I used to listen to it still when I was a kid on Halloween. But then, I don't know when, in the 90s or something, maybe the 2000s, Tom Cruise remade it. And that was a really good flick there. But this one here, I'm just like, anytime they use CGI, I don't mind it unless it's just crap quality. And in this one, the quality was crap. I think some of the storylines that they could have done a little bit better. So I don't know. None of us enjoyed it at all. So I would just stay clear of War of the Worlds on Prime with Ice Cube. I don't know if we watched anything else. We spent a lot of yesterday watching YouTube videos, because I'm trying to watch YouTube videos on how to make better YouTube videos. I'm watching YouTube videos on, I don't know, just different things. I got sucked into people doing ones on travel credit cards to get points. So yeah, a lot of that, got that kind of stuff. Travel videos on where to go on the cheap for travel, because we're looking at different places of going on a trip, either probably in the spring, but I don't know what we're gonna do. Somehow I'm realizing that I don't get very much PTO with my job, and I'm like, I gotta come up with more PTO. So I don't know. I got all kinds of sick time because I've never used it, and you don't lose sick time. I've worked there for 5 years and never took a sick day. And I really don't take that much vacation time, but I did take 2 weeks. No, I didn't even take 2 full. I don't know how much. I think I took 9 days, and then I had 2 floating days. So I think I took 11 days when we were gone on a month vacation, or 5 weeks. I wouldn't say I was off work for 5 weeks, because I worked in the middle. I took a week off the first week and the last week, but there was a holiday in there somewhere. I don't know. Oh, one day I worked one of those days. That's when I only took off 9. Then I took off a couple of other Fridays, and then there was a holiday. So I only worked 12 days while we were gone. And then I worked 1 day before we left, I think, because we left on a Tuesday and I worked on Monday. Something like that anyway. So I've driven all the way through Bryant and did not get a single order, which is not good. So it's been about 20 minutes now, it seems like anyway, and I haven't got an order. Maybe 15. So I don't know if I'm starting. I feel just like when I hit times like this, I know it'll come back. But the last Friday and Saturday when I dashed were back-to-back horrendous days for me as a dasher. Knowing that I had platinum status. I understand it when I don't have status, but I got status and I'm not getting orders. So that's a little frustrating for me anyway. So I want to know, why am I not getting any orders? And I got platinum status. So I hadn't looked at it. Well, I looked at it earlier today, but I haven't looked at it in a while, or since I normally try to look at this stuff every time I do this channel. So let's see, ratings. Oh, there's a $9 order to Larry's Pizza. I will accept that and figure out how to get back to Larry's. So my ratings right now are supposed to turn here, but I'm going to. My ratings are: acceptance is up to 81, my completion is 99, my on time is up to 92, my customer rating is 4.99, which is down from 5.0, so I dropped that like a week or 2 ago. Deliveries in the last 30 days, 174. And then lifetime deliveries at 2884. So yeah, I'd be pushing it to hit 2,900 today, because that would mean 16 deliveries today, which I've only got 2, and usually I don't get that many deliveries. The other day I did 4 hours and I got 7 deliveries. One thing I didn't look at on this Larry's Pizza was the distance, so that could come back to bite me. But I'm in this mode where I'm up to 81 on my AR, or did it say 82? I don't remember. I can't get there. Why can't I get there? I hate they moved all this stuff around. Alright, I'm at 81 on my AR, so I started this challenge for myself the other day to get my AR back up to 85 from 75, and yeah, it's been a pain in the rear to try to get there. Oh, This is taking me somewhere else 10 minutes away. Where the heck is this taking me? Oh, crap. I did not look at the directions. There is another Larry's out the other direction, out into Salem. And that's where this is taking me. So now I gotta figure out how to get back to Salem. And it'll probably be late. That is frustrating. Yeah, so this one is going to be a late pickup, so it'll decrease my on-time rate a little here. And the fact that I'm having to sit here and wait for all this freaking traffic, and it's about to back up past where I can get out, because no one's going to let me through. Come on, people, get out of my way. Alright, maybe we can make up some time, but I doubt it. Not that much time. It says we'll be there by in 8 minutes. I'm supposed to pick it up in 5 minutes. So that ain't gonna happen. So yeah, I forgot that there was a Larry's this direction. I was like, there's not a Larry's in Saline County, but there is. Or not. There's a Larry's in Bryant, but then I forgot there's a Larry's further down towards Benton, but you gotta go to the north. You gotta take the back roads to this little community called Salem. It says I don't appear to be going in the right direction. I was like, that's where you're wrong. That is where you're wrong. Alright guys, I'm gonna go pick up this food. We'll be there in a couple minutes and we will catch you on the other side.
777.
Alright guys, we have loaded this pizza up and we are going 2.5 miles, 4 minutes, so it's just further out north of Benton here. So maybe we'll get out here and get a few little orders from, there's a Pizza Hut and a Larry's Pizza out here, so that's the only two places that you can get orders that I know of. Now if I had my shopping turned on, there's a Dollar General there as well that I used to go to, but I have turned the shopping off some time ago. I found it to be much more stressful doing the shopping than just going in and picking up orders. I don't even like going to whatever that Panda Express, because most of the time if there's drinks they make you make the drink. I had to make the drinks at Whole Hog Cafe the other day. I'm like, why? I don't want to have to make drinks. I'm just the delivery person. I'm feeling a little tired. I'm sure it has to do with the lack of food. They are gearing up to build a new road and bridge out here. Probably for no reason, but they are. I don't know if this one gets flooded or what, but they are building a nice new bridge when there's no bridge here at all. Basically, there's a little bitty creek, but they just have some culverts that go underneath the road. So I don't know, maybe the road gets flooded or something. So at some point, people will just drive over the bridge. I'm sure that was an expensive road or bridge to build. For this little road that might be get flooded once or twice a year. So this one here is on this road. So I'm gonna have to. All right, I don't know where this is. I'll pause it and we'll catch up with you after the delivery. All right, guys. So that was $3 base pay, $6 tip. We are up to $23.25 plus about $4 in a cash tip. So 27. In an hour and 42 minutes. And we have accepted 4 out of 4 offers. We have accepted 4 offers out of 4. So, yeah. Alright. So now we are out in the middle of nowhere. So we're going to drive back that way to maybe see what else we can find. And I will catch up with you when we get some orders. Hey guys, we just got another order for Larry's, and so I'm here picking up a couple orders, a Supreme and a taco specialty pizza. So anyway, I just pulled up, said I'd arrived, and we're gonna run in and grab it. We'll catch you on the other side. All right guys, so we got 2 pizzas loaded up. 2.6 miles for 7 minutes is what it says. So we're gonna go knock these out. It always seems like these orders out here, you never deliver them back towards town. They're all delivered further out. So it kind of makes sense. Alright, so I don't know. This thing goes out here a little ways. So anyway. Alright, well I'm going to go deliver this and we will catch up with you on the back side. We just got a lot of back roads to cover here to get to this place out in the middle of nowhere. So we'll catch you on the other side. All right, guys. I can't see anything. The sun is so bright. We are up to $32 after 2 hours and 2 minutes. That order was $8.75. It was $2.50 base with a $6.25 tip. 5 out of 5 deliveries. So now the trick is, how the heck do I get back where I need to go? I'm gonna have to plug in a real GPS here. Start. Alright, it shouldn't be that hard. Once, I just don't know where these roads are. I've never been here. Alright, on the road again. Alright, so look at there. You go over the hill and you see some big mansions. They're all over the place out here. Dang. Okay, I think I know where I'm at now. So not too bad. Alright, so we are out. Well, maybe we're not out of the delivery area. I don't know where we are. It still says we're in the zone, so we're gonna get back over towards Larry's and Pizza Hut, see if we get another pizza order. If not, we'll head down into Benton. So I'll catch you on the other side. Thank you. Alright guys, so we have got our third Larry's Pizza order in a row. I was already headed back towards Benton, but and this one was the cheapest of them all, $3 and something for like 2 miles. So we'll get back over there, get it delivered, knock it out, and hopefully we can work our magic and get a tip out of this deal. Otherwise, we'll just hope that we make it towards our AR tonight, so that I can decline those kind of orders downstream. So anyway, we are still on our challenge to get to 85 AR. I don't think we're there yet. I have not looked in the last couple of orders, but we were only at 81 earlier, and we haven't had enough deliveries to hit 85 yet, so we'll get there. All right, we're back here. We're gonna run in and grab this food. We'll catch up with you in a minute. All right guys, so we've stepped into Larry's, picked up a salad this time. All right, I gotta figure out how to get out of here and go where we're going. It's 1.5 miles, 4 minutes away, so not too bad. And then we might just come back over this way, make a little drive by and see what we can come up with. I kind of like being out here if they're not like 8 or 10 miles away, because I can get and knock out several orders in an hour here, and usually between all of them they're not that bad. Now this one probably won't give a tip because they only got a freaking salad, and they're paying, I'm sure they're paying more than $3 and whatever change that I'm getting out of this deal, because DoorDash is charging them more than that. But it's probably a $2 with a dollar something tip. Is about the best that we're getting out of this order. So anyway, all right, I'm gonna go find this house and we will be right back. All right guys, we got that one delivered. It was $2 with a $1.75 tip, and that put us at 6 out of 6 offers accepted, 2 hours and 23 minutes at $35.75 plus about a $4 tip. So we're about $40 after 2 hours and 23 minutes. So it could be worse. It could be worse. Alright, we're gonna make one more drive-by to Larry's Pizza and see if we get anything else out that way. Possibly. There was another DoorDasher there on my first or second stop. There's been so many now I can't remember. Man, that sun is bright though. Okay, we are gonna head up that way and I will catch up with you on the other side to see where we're going. Whoa. Alright guys, we drove all the way into Benton and then I get a order on the south side of Benton at Gary's Sling Blade. So we're gonna go down that way and pick up some. Basically it's a little dairy bar kind of place. And they've got really good burgers and good shakes. And it's a really low ball order of like $3 and something for about 2 miles. So I think a big chunk of the mileage will be from here to there. Well, at least a mile of it, because we're 9/10 away right now. So yeah, we're getting some nickel and dime orders here lately. I had gotten 2 or 3 decent orders with decent little tips on there that were pretty quick turnarounds, but now we're getting some $3 orders with quick turnarounds, but you can't do enough $3 orders to make it worth your while. You got to balance it out with more bigger orders, and I'm not getting the bigger orders right now. So well, it's the way it goes some nights. The way it goes. Now I'm gonna get stuck out here waiting on cars from both directions. I do hate this street sometimes. Gary's Sling Blade. So if you ever seen the movie, I think the movie was called Sling Blade with Billy what is that dude's name? Billy Bob Thornton? I can't think of his name now. But anyway, he's a famous actor. He's in he's currently in like a show called Badlands or something like that about the oil industry. I haven't seen that. I've seen him in a commercial for like T-Mobile or something maybe, trying to say, hey, I've got bars in this out in the middle of nowhere because we have just as many towers as Verizon does. And let's see, they might be backed up. There's like 4 cars here, so yeah, hopefully they've got it ready, but they probably don't. So we'll be back when we get it in the car. See you in a minute. Alright, so we got 5 burgers and 3 drinks loaded up. I don't know where we're going. Looks like we're going. That's hard. I think we're gonna go this way. All right. 7:03. So we've been going for 3 hours. Almost. Probably 3 hours by the time this one delivers, and then we won't have made very much money this past hour. Not making a lot. So definitely not going to hit the $50 mark by the time 3 hours rolls around, or the halfway point. So yeah, this gig is hitting it hard and not getting a whole lot of stuff. Last Monday, last Wednesday were pretty good. And it could turn around in the last 3 hours tonight, but man, usually it's the first 3 hours where you make your money, and then the last 3 hours you get less money. So we'll see what happens with this one. 18. Oh, okay. And we are here. Alright, we'll catch you after I drop this off. Alright guys, there is our second order of the night with 0 tip. So $3.25 delivery with a 0 tip. So I will say that DoorDash is doing a little bit, because really it wasn't that far away for us to get $3.25 on that order. So I would say they gave us a little bit extra on that one because there was no tip. I do believe that they keep some extra when they're... Oh crap. Y'all got to freaking slow down. Slow down, people. Sheesh. Alright, so we're at $39 in 2 hours and 53 minutes. So that, and somehow or another, when I was going through Benton, I missed an order at Circle K, and the phone kept saying there's something gone wrong when I was clicking accept. So now I'm at 7 out of 8 offers accepted. So, oh well. Still working on getting 85 AR. So 2 $3 plus orders that were 0 tips. So that's somewhat frustrating in that regard, and I should keep track of those things, of how many people that give you 0 tip ever give you cash tips, and do those things ever balance out. I'm gonna say begrudgingly, I don't know that begrudgingly is the right word, but at the end of the day, you like to say those things balance out because that's how you can justify taking those lowball orders. But the reality is, maybe 1 out of 10. Maybe not even that many give you additional tip. Now, the other night, last week, I was having a good night, and I took some lowball orders, but I had one person give me a $6 cash tip, another person gave me $8 cash tip, and then sometimes people just add tip through the app on after the fact. Not today. Now I had one $3.50 order today that was I think it was $3.75. I got a $2 base pay and a $1.75 tip, but just straight up no tip at all. I got 2 of those today. Now granted, they were $3 plus on the base pay, but that's still, I don't know, it's frustrating to get those. But it is what it is. It is what it is. So we're at 39. We're about $43 counting the cash today after 3 hours. So that means I need $56 more in the next 3 hours. And I'm getting hungry. So there's 2 parts of this fast here. Is one, the straight up boredom eating, right? So I stayed pretty doggone busy through work today and didn't get bored. And I'm gonna tell you this, that I make it pretty easy for me to get up and get some snacks or a handful of cashews or almonds or pistachios, or to go into the fridge and grab some meat and cheese or something, right? So I'm always eating something. And then I always bring me a big old thing of veggies and meat and cheese to bring on DoorDashes like this. Well, today I didn't bring anything because I was gonna try to go till in the morning on this fast, where I'm only drinking some water and some tea. But I don't know. My headache doesn't seem to be getting worse. I did take a couple of ibuprofen earlier, but that was 3 hours ago. And it didn't seem to help much, but maybe it's finally kicking in a little bit. I don't know. But I don't know. So I'm gonna drive over by Yum Yums here. I drove by here earlier, didn't get an order. I'm at. So yeah, it's kind of a poor day doing DoorDash. And this is going to be I'm getting tired too. I can't see squat. So I feel like DoorDash is kind of letting me down. DoorDash, open the door. Alright. Maybe I need to drive back out to Larry's. I don't think they open much past 8. And it's 7:15, so No pizzas. No tacos. No hibachi. What is going on? What is going on with this stuff? Two no tip orders today. Oh well. And the crazy thing is I have platinum status with them. Come on now. Alright, I'll catch up with you guys when we get some orders. Alright guys, looks like we might have just took another tipless order. This one was $5, but it's like 7.4 miles. So I just wonder, doubt that it has a tip associated with it. So we'll see, but we shall see. So I'm gonna go pick it up. It's at Lost Pizza, just up here on the right. And yeah, I've driven 9 minutes there without getting an order before that order there. So it is a poor Monday. So all right, we're gonna pick this pizza up and we'll be back. All right guys, we are back. We have 6 miles for 9 minutes, and all they got was some breadsticks and some, I don't remember what else was on there, but it wasn't no pizza, which is weird to me. Weird to me. Spinach artichoke, spinach and artichoke dip, and some breadsticks with marinara. Okay, so we're like 10 minutes away, so I will catch up with you guys on the back side of that delivery, see what kind of tips we might have got. So we'll see you in a minute. All right guys, so that was $5. It does say that it left me a tip, so $3 base pay and $2 tip. Surprise, surprise, because it was a long delivery. So anyway, we're up to $44 after 3 hours and 26 minutes. Ay, this is bad. Why is it so bad? I mean, it was bad on Monday. It was bad on Friday. It's bad on Saturday. It's bad on Monday again. So I don't know what is going on. Sheesh. I do not know, but this is horrible. Maybe just a bunch of people are going on vacation. I don't know. Who knows? Who knows? I don't think there's a bunch of people on vacation. I just can't. I don't know. It doesn't make any sense. I'm at 3.5 hours and I got $40, $44. Horrible. Restaurant Row, fast food restaurant row in Bryant. I guess I'll just go sit up there in Wingstop parking lot or something. I don't know, dude. This is crap. This is absolute crap. Yeah, I don't know what to tell you. I mean, I'm sitting at $44, $48 with a cash tip. And this is bad. Absolutely horrible. I can't even fathom what the heck is going on here. DoorDash not work anymore? I'm clicking, I'm not getting orders, and it says the app is working. Yeah? I don't know that it is, because I can't get any orders. Go sit in the parking lot of Sumo, Sharks, Casa Mexicana, Wingstop, Marco's, and Whole Hog Cafe. And we'll give it a couple of minutes here, but I don't know, this is kind of ridiculous. I guess I'm just gonna wrap it up and go to the house. There's nothing happening. Alright guys, I'm gonna hit pause here and we'll catch you if we get an order here. Alright, and about 2 seconds after I hit pause, we got an order for $9.75. Now granted, it's like 12 miles away, but it's in this parking lot as well. And I'm just gonna drive over that way, because there ain't no way this place is gonna have it close to being ready. Alright, we will catch up with you guys after we pick up the food. Alright guys, so almost $10. I don't know how long it took me to pick up that food, but it took them a while. And then I got a good 18-minute drive for 12 miles. So, yeah, we get to go a ways. But it's alright. It's alright. We will get there. If this BMW would get out of my way. Alright guys, I am going to catch up with you on the other side, because I don't think this dude's ever going to let me out of the freaking parking lot. I could probably get out if I go to the other exit quicker. Alright, I'll catch you when we get it delivered. Alright, we are back. We just dropped the food off there. We're up to $53.75 after 4 hours and 5 minutes, so about 57.75. That order was $9.75, which was $4.25 base and a $5.50 tip. So, and the buttons don't work. There we go. We're currently outside of the area, which doesn't really surprise me because we are way out here. So I tell you what, we're going to probably end this video and then start a new one up when we get back in to the area with Dashing in the Dark. So I want you guys to be sure to catch that one. It'll probably be out the next day or so. But yeah, 55.75 at 8:20 at night is one of the worst nights I've had in a long while. So I'm gonna go back to the home screen, check out our ratings, see where we're at right now. And so right now we're at 83% on our AR, 99% completion, 91 on-time percentage. I don't know, nothing. My phone, it just doesn't seem to be working very well. The last 3 orders say they were on time. I don't know if yeah, they excluded the pickup on that one, so but I made it on time with the delivery. So anyway, 4.99 on my rating, 180 deliveries. So we are going to conclude this at 53.75, and fingers crossed in the next hour and 40 minutes we can get a little bit to salvage the night. But we got about a 20-minute ride to get back into town. So thank you guys for, there we go, thank you guys for sticking around to the end. It's much appreciated. Be sure to hit the like and subscribe button, and yeah, we'll catch you on another dash. Be safe out there. Bye.